Hello, we're going to take you through a short presentation today on one of the programs that we run, which is the Masters in Psychological Therapies, Practice and Research. The program sits within CEDA, which is our Clinical Education Development and Research Centre in Psychology at the University of Exeter. And I'm Catherine Gallop, and I'm Director of Clinical Training, where I oversee all the different postgraduate taught programs, as well as our other research, evaluation and impact activity. So CEDA is an applied psychological practice centre of excellence, and we are one of the largest providers of training in evidence-based psychological practice and therapies in the UK. We offer a wide range of portfolio from CPD to professional training programmes from undergraduate up to master's level, and then through to post-qualification and advanced practice. Our programmes are all competency-based, and they're delivered according to the latest evidence-based and also clinical pedagogic approaches. And we have a dedicated clinical academic workforce who offer specialisms in psychological practice, therapies, and also applied clinical research. In terms of our mission statement, CEDA aims to grow and develop the psychological workforce and maximise their impact through training and development, service transformation, and research and evaluation. So our guiding approach very much recognises the importance of the relationship between these different elements, so between research, training, service development, and also implementation. In doing so, we aim to ensure access to evidence-based psychological practice and therapies that leads to positive impacts for service users, service providers, and also funders across England and beyond. We have a number of key strategic aims in four main areas. So one around education innovation, where we aim to deliver high quality, accredited, evidence-based different training across our whole different portfolios. We also contribute both regionally and nationally to workforce development and implementation. We aim to have impact through CEDA Create, which has a number of wide-ranging projects involving consultancy, research and evaluation, and also training enhancement. And finally, we really value our international partnerships, both in terms of welcoming international students and visiting scholars, but also supporting training development and service transformation with our international partners. In terms of our clinical training, there are four main areas in terms of our postgraduate taught portfolio. One is the clinical degree apprenticeships, where we're offering an increasing numbers of degree apprenticeships across our programmes. The others are our Health Education England commissioned applied psychological practice and psychological therapies, which run from certificate, diploma and master's levels. We also have a number of self-funded clinical masters. And finally, we have a portfolio of post-qualifying practice short courses and also continuing professional development workshops and masterclasses. One of our core aims is about developing psychological professions pathways and career development. So we offer a whole range of different academic levels and also relating to different agenda for change and NHS psychological professions and mental health workforce roles. So we start with things like peer support worker, where we offer CPD for those working at bands 3 and 4 in terms of agenda for change. We're then developing some assistant practitioners at level 4 and 5 and working predominantly at band 4 in terms of NHS settings. We then have a number of practitioner roles, which we deliver at both level 6 and 7 certificates and also through our degree apprenticeship. And these tend to be practitioners that, once qualifying, are in band 5 agenda for change roles. We then have a portfolio of senior practitioners and also therapists, which we deliver at academic level 7, and they tend to be our diploma level courses. And these are for people that are working in band 6 or band 7 in NHS or NHS commission settings. And then we start to move into our masters. So they're level 7, but they're masters level programs, and tends to be for people working in band 7 agenda for change roles. And this is where we focus on therapies, on leadership, and also research. And finally, we have a developing portfolio of advanced clinical practice, so working with multi-professional approved clinicians, advanced practice in mental health, and also in development practitioner psychologist masters. And this tends again to be people that are working in band 7, but also higher into band 8s within NHS or NHS commission settings. And across the whole different portfolio, we offer CPD and post-qualifying training to support people in their development and support services in service transformation. So the Masters in Psychological Therapies, Practice and Research that we're talking about today sits here within the kind of therapies, leadership and research settings. So it's a master's level 7 academic, and it tends to be for people that are wanting to move or are in band 7 in terms of agenda for change settings. In terms of whether the programme is of interest or for you, it's very much geared for people that have gone through a whole range of different commissioned and self-funded postgraduate diplomas, which I'll tell you a little bit more about in a moment. But the aims of the programme are to support students with developing their skills and knowledge about research methods, service evaluation and project management through a whole range of seminars, workshops, and also individual supervision. So throughout the Masters, you would undertake a piece of empirical research or a service evaluation or a systematic review in a topic that's very much relevant to your clinical area and also the service in which you're in. And in order to be eligible for the programme, you have to have completed one of the postgraduate diplomas that are listed there. So these can be postgraduate diplomas that have been undertaken at Exeter University, but also at any of the other Health Education England or nationally commissioned training providers as well. So you would be eligible for the programme if you've completed one of the postgraduate diplomas from children and young people. So that would be for cognitive behavioural therapy, 0 to 5s, parenting, systemic family practice, and also learning disabilities and ASD. Also, if you've completed the PG DIP in CBT for psychosis and bipolar disorder, if you've completed the high intensity CBT adult IAP PG DIP, within Exeter, we've offered a PG DIP in mindfulness-based cognitive therapies and approaches, and you would be eligible if you'd completed that. You'd also be eligible if you've completed the education mental health practice diploma anywhere in one of the national training providers or at Exeter. So in Exeter, that's called the mental health practice in education settings PG DIP, but that might have a different name depending on what training provider that you were enrolled in. And then we have the new severe mental health problems, PG DIP, so either CBT for psychosis and bipolar disorder, or the CBT for personality disorders. And finally, if you completed your systemic family therapy training when that was a postgraduate diploma, we can offer you a pathway into this programme. So I'm now going to pass you over to Raluca, who's the research lead on the programme, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about what the programme involves.
Thank you, Catherine, and hi everyone. I'm Raluca Topciu, Senior Lecturer in Psychology and CEDAR at the University of Exeter. I'm the research lead and also a research supervisor in the MSc in Psychological Therapies, Practice and Research, and I will take you through the main elements of the program. The Master in Psychological Therapies, Practice and Research is a 2-year part-time program. What we want to do is to give you a fully online part-time program that teaches you the fundamentals of clinical research and evaluation, including critical appraisal of the literature, research methods, and ethics, and then offers guidance and support while you are doing a piece of clinical research or evaluation, or perhaps a systematic review in your area of practice. During the first term, we'll be discussing the fundamentals of clinical research through seminars, workshops, and you'll be developing your research proposal with support from your supervisors. Then in the next term, you'll be applying for ethics approval from the Psychology Research Ethics Committee and arrange for a data sharing agreement between your service and the university if that is needed. By the third term, you would start data collection, or you would access the data collected in your service and then In the second year, you would move to data analysis and write-up. Of course, these timings differ depending on the project and depending on the student. Throughout the duration of the program, though, you'll be supported through monthly supervision meetings. So how do they work? You will have a clinical research supervisor and will match you with a psychological therapist or practice subject expert as a second supervisor. We offer monthly supervision meetings over Zoom or Teams. And of course, the frequency of these meetings could fluctuate depending on the phase of your project. So for admissions, if you are interested in this program and would like to apply, you will find all the details on our website. You can submit an application, which we'll aim to review in 2-3 weeks from receipt. And if your application is successful, we will offer you a place in our program. As part of the application, we are inviting you to submit a personal statement and a research outline. In your personal statement, we are looking for a clear account of your interests and goals. We want to see evidence of relevant experiences and skills. And of course, we'd like to learn your motivation for applying to this program. In the research outline, we are looking to see a proposal for a project that's feasible, either a service evaluation or a piece of research. Evidence of independent critical thinking and analysis, and evidence of ability to communicate your ideas clearly. Here is the website of the program where you'll find more information and how to apply. Our next application deadline is September 10th, 2021, and our next cohort will start on October 6th. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us. Here's the general email for the program, our general website, and the website of the program. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and thank you for watching this short video.